What's going on, my Cardano friends? It's your friend Jack here, and today I have a pretty awesome update for you guys. Obviously, you kind of know this update already, but I think it'd be pretty cool to show you, and that is a recent announcement or a recent clarification really from Cardano 360, and kind of just showing how Alonzo Blue is coming to a close and Alonzo White is coming. I'm going to go over what the colors mean here in a sec, but here's a clip from the Cardano 360, which is actually still live right now, which I will leave linked down in the description. Tons of good information on this and all things Cardano, NFTs, and more, but we're going to take a look at this short clip here revolving Alonzo Blue smart contract phase coming to a close and moving over to Alonzo White. I'm going to talk about what Alonzo White is in a sec too, so stay tuned.
We're getting closer to white, aren't we?
We definitely are, Tim. We're certainly coming to the close of Blue. So what we're trying to do with Blue is just make sure that our initial Blue task force are able to submit and interact with our first and most simplest Plutus transactions. And I'm pleased to report that actually a number of them have done that now. So I think we're actually only days away, maybe a week away, before we can actually move from Blue into the white phase and the white network.
So pretty awesome stuff seeing Alonzo Blue coming to a close, and it is as expected. If you've been following the Alonzo rollout, the plan was for each color to take around 1 month, and Alonzo Blue did start at the end of May and we're coming over to the end of June, so it makes sense that it would be coming to a close and things seem to be on track. Now, what is the difference between Alonzo Blue and Alonzo White and purple and red and black? I'm going to go over that really quick with this amazing summary over here on Reddit. I will leave this Reddit post link down in the description because this summary is super easy to understand and I think it's really good. So first things first, a Cardano testnet is a network that functions identically to how the Cardano works. The Cardano will work, the main network, but since it's a completely separate network, nothing happens on it. Represents meaningful value. It exists for testing purposes only so that people can test things out in the real world environment. So people don't want to ruin the main network. They use this test network, which is the exact same, but it's not going to affect the real world application in the testnet. So this is what we're talking about. The Alonzo Blue testnet is the first Cardano testnet that includes support for smart contracts. It is still very rough around the edges, so only a small number, less than 50 of highly technical people are participating, but it's still very much a real working Cardano network with smart contracts. So Blue is a smart contract based testnet, and this is the testnet we are coming to a close on now as they wrap up smart contracts, and they just have a few hurdles to get over, which they did mention in Cardano 360, but I'm not going to cover them all in this video. Now, Alonzo White, which is the next stage that they're going to be going into at the start of July, end of June. This will be accessible to a much broader set of technical people, but will still be somewhat restricted, less than 500 people, and it will be skilled stake pool operators and smart contract developers, and they'll be able to take this time to familiarize themselves with the platform before the next stage. So a very important stage to get more people on board and go towards Alonzo Purple, which is the next stage, which will probably be happening in August of this year. So this is a fully public Cardano testnet. Everyone will be welcome to participate and try out smart contracts in a real world environment. Developers will be able to test their code so that they're ready for release when smart contracts become available on the Cardano network. And I haven't been zoomed in this whole time. I'm sorry about that. But keep in mind, I will put this thread link down in the description. And then after Alonzo White comes Alonzo Purple, which I just read off. But after this, after Alonzo Purple is done, we're going to be moving into the next stage, which is Alonzo Red and Black. Red/black. These are just small steps to ensure that everything's working as expected. Cardano always is going to take those extra precautions to make sure that things are as smooth as possible. Even if it does take the extra time, I'm still perfectly fine with this. Slow and steady really does win the race. And the very last step is the main network release. So everything transferring from the test network that was successful and coming over to the main network where it will actually affect real world applications and be fully rolled out onto the Cardano main network. From the Mary era to the Alonzo era, starting on that day, real smart contracts and decentralized applications that interact with real ADA and other tokens will become possible. This is when everything starts to blow up. This is when everything will be rolled out completely. And this is expected to happen in the coming months, late August, September. It all depends on how quickly they get through white, purple, and red and black. but it is coming this year, very likely, and it's going to be awesome. Thought the summary was really good, and I thought the little bit of news on the Cardano 360 event revolving Alonzo Blue and Alonzo White would be pretty important to share with the Cardano community that I have on this channel, and I really appreciate you guys so much. One last thing before we go though, in terms of Cardano, look at the price chart. So oftentimes I don't look at the price chart, but looking at the price here, you're going to see in the past 24 hours, who's up 11.8%? Cardano is $1.39 right now. And it's up a lot in the past 24 hours, and it's not even down that much in the past 7 days, and it is holding its own ground, making its own way, regardless of other big players like Bitcoin. And I really like to see that. Maybe this is a Cardano 360 price catalyst, maybe it's something else. I know a lot of things are price catalysts around Cardano, Alonzo Blue smart contracts and more, but this just makes me more bullish than ever. And personally, I'm not selling any of my Cardano anytime soon, so the prices aren't really that important, but to see how it's comparing against other cryptocurrencies is showing its own strength in itself. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you found it helpful whatsoever, please consider leaving this like button blue, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great freaking day. See ya later.